right, y'all. Let's see what we got going on. All right, so what we looking for over here on gold? Here we go. All right, today we got a holiday. We know it's Martin Luther King Day, so it's gonna be a little slow. But what I'm looking for is a swiper here. We already got in at the low. I told y'all last week on Friday that this was the play to get into the trade because we already knew that this big spike was gonna come. So what they've been doing this year, if y'all haven't noticed, is I go over to the daily real fast. What they've been doing all year so far, we start right here, is on Monday they've been making this big move. So they've been gapping it on Monday, pushing it up 1 2 3 4 5 right here again, pushing it up, and then just consolidating. So this Monday did the same exact thing, gapped up and pushed up, but we're looking for the market to keep pressing higher. Right, remember I told y'all we're going to 730, so 730 is the target. So right now, as you can see, we already did the gap up and push up. So if I come over here to the 15-minute, that was the gap up right there. That's the push up. Now, a lot of traders, what they're going to do is they're all going to chase this gap, and they already understand that. So we all know that the novice traders is going to chase this gap, and guess what? They're all going to get cooked. So do not chase this gap. If you're looking for it to sell down here in this gap, it more than likely will come on Wednesday. But right now, like I said, for the open, they may just wipe this low right here and then continue pushing higher because the target point is at 730. All right, so I don't see no sell coming on gold until we reach up here in this 730 area. Now if I switch this and I come over here to my bot system, you can already see the bot told us to buy the same thing that I already told y'all to do. So the bot told y'all to get in down here, pushing up higher. I'm targeting past TP2. So right here at 730, and right now we're currently in this trade anyway, but I'm looking to put a second position right here where I have this alert where they swipe this low. So I'll be looking for this low to get swiped, and then once they swipe this low, add a second position here. Like I said, targeting TP3. We're at the TP2 area, targeting TP3, but I'm really targeting 730. So I'll be looking to probably TP around 28, 728. 725 area, somewhere up there, because sometimes what the market like to do is the market like to get real close to this area up here, then they like to dump right back down, right before they get to the TP. So I'm gonna TP a little short of 730, and then I'm gonna just keep going from there. So that's what we're looking at. That's what we got going on right now, and it's just sideways. Go to sideways. Now it's just sideways for the second. It ain't really sideways. It's because the market did this big push here, so I'll give you some game on gold. Whenever gold does anything over 30 points in a day, it tends to go sideways for a little bit and then it keep inching up. So if you didn't already get in back on Friday, it was just too late for you to get in after the day, because a lot of people try to get in London. A lot of people wanted to try to get in like the late Asia session, but it's already too late. It made the move right here in like 15 minutes, right? This first 15 minutes, the market pushed up. Next 15 minutes, it maxed out, and then it just went sideways all night. Now, a lot of traders, like I said, what they doing is they chasing that gap, and there's no gap when I use my trading view, but over here on my MT4, the gap is right here, but we all knew it was a gap there. So they all chasing this gap. It's not going to come to this gap. Like, that's the setup. So typically what happens is we set up on Monday and we buy on Tuesdays. So if you're trading gold, just remember that pattern. Set up Monday, buy Tuesdays, and then look for the sale for the correction on Wednesday. All right, so right here we're just looking for, like I said, continuation push up after they swipe these lows down here, because I'm pretty sure they're going to swipe this low and push up. But today is a holiday, so would it been a holiday, it could just dwindle out, and then on Tuesday they could just swipe this low and they continue pushing on Tuesday. So I'm prepared for both. I'm already in. Like I said, I'm swinging because I know where my target point is, and I'm not getting out until I hit my target point. So once we get up here to my target point at 730, then I'll start to look for whatever the next move is. But one thing I do want to show you back over here is want to show you is this. As you can see, we building a staircase just up, 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 right? So it's building a staircase, but this bottom order block down here, it never retested this area here. And then we also never retested this one here. And as you can see again, it didn't retest this one here. So we did pull back on each one of these moves, but we never actually retested the area. So what they'll more than likely do is they'll have some type of news event, CPI, or FOMC, one of them type of news events, and just slam it all the way back down and come back and retest this bottom area. So I got this area right here marked up as an area that I really want to see price come back to, because we already retested this one here. So you see we broke out, we retested this order block here, but then we continue pushing up. So we just need to kind of retest these here, and we didn't retest any of these. So I am expecting a big pullback, but only once we get close to the area. Now, if you want my honest opinion, I'm pretty sure it's not going to do it till we get up here around 5,000. So if I look at my bot and I look at the take profit level right here, TP3 for the month is actually up here at 49.12. So what I want to see is I really want to see gold get up to 49.12 this month, and then next month set up the reversal to start doing a pullback, and then probably March actually do the pullback. So it's probably not going to do a pullback just yet. It's just everybody's chasing that pullback, and they already understand that. But what y'all got to realize is we just broke out of this area. So the fact that we just broke out of this area on the monthly chart, we have absolutely no reason to come right back to this area. So I don't know why people are chasing sales. They should just continue placing a buy, and then once we're done buying, probably somewhere up here like almost 5,000 or even at 5,000, then they should look for the sale to come back down here to this area down here where I got my major yearly entry level. So that's what I'll be looking out for if I was trading gold for anybody that's in the market. But we're gonna see how this open goes. It's probably gonna be, like I said, a short day due to the fact that we already got the move done in the first hour. That was the move for today. But now that we had that move, it's just cooling out. But I do want to see, like I said, a swipe of this low, continue higher up to 47.30. So 47.30 is my target. Coming back over here. So we're just gonna keep holding the buy right now and just keep pressing higher. So that's what we're looking at. But I gave y'all this play, man. I gave y'all this play on Friday. Friday was an easy setup. If you missed that YouTube, go watch that YouTube, because that YouTube I break this whole thing down about how they were gonna have traders chasing this wick right here. Like, they did this wick, but it was just a retest. They just swiped this low, kind of re-entered this zone. And they wanted everybody chasing this, right? They want everybody focused on this wick so that they can just keep stopping y'all out. And then the next stop is going to be right here. So 45.06 is where we're going to come first once we start to do the sale. So if you don't got a system, man, that's what y'all got to get. Y'all got to get yourself a system. You got to get something that's going to tell you which way the market is going so that you can stay on a trend, because the trend is your friend. I swear it is. Now, even with my system, you could have caught a buy back here. Boom. That was at 44.39 and just kept holding it, riding it up. Could have caught another buy back here. You know what I'm saying? Because we follow the trend. And then once it crosses and get back on trend, we get in. So right here, you could have got in right here at 41.34. And then right here, yeah, you would have took an L because no system is 100. But that L would have been recouped right back. Even right here, the L would have been recouped right there. And then you got another chance right here for another big play. Had a decent move there. Decent move there. So it's just understanding what the market is doing and learning how to read it. But shit, I've been trading for over 10 years now, so it's kind of different for me. But yeah, we're going to see what they do. We're going to see how they go ahead and kick this little Monday off. Like I said, it's Martin Luther King Day, so I ain't really expecting too much more of a move today with that big opening candle that they did. And Uncle Donnie out here finessing the news on the weekends. That's what he be doing. He be on the weekends. He be setting up all these moves and, hey, we doing a peace treaty, and hey, we're going to war, and hey, we're gonna bomb this person and do this and do that. So that's why y'all be missing a move. So yeah, get y'all a system though. Get y'all something that's gonna keep y'all on the right side of the market. That's still be the easiest way for y'all to make y'all bag in 2026. I can already tell. All right, we got like 7 minutes until the open. Let's look at something else real fast. All right, let's check out US 30. All right, US 30 did a gap down. Let me see, the daily did a gap down on US 30. Even US 30, you see this, the trend is still up. Even though we did this huge gap down, I can guarantee you that the Dow is going to turn around for that gap. Now, the Dow is different. Dow is different than gold. So it's sitting down here in this support block, right? So for me, what I like to see in areas like this, I just want to see it close right back outside of this block. As soon as it closes outside of this block, I'll hop in on a buy on the Dow. That's an easy play right there. As soon as we get candle closure right back above here at 49,017, right there, boom. Target this area up here. More likely take out this high, this area over here. So that's a good 600, 700 point move right there. Coming up on the bottom, as you can see at the bottom right here, we got the buyers who have control of my 4-hour smart money. It's crossing back above. So my smart money line is telling me that the buyers are coming in strong. We're also sitting inside of a support block area. Yeah, definitely take a buy on this. Matter of fact, I like this trade. Yeah, I like this trade for the big buy back up to the upside. My 1 hour is kind of going into a downtrend. All right, that's cool. But we'll wait on that. Let that do a pullback. We'll stick to the 4-hour on this trade. So 4-hour tells us we got to stay in this area right here. So this is the chart I'm going to lock in on. This is the one I like the most. And then I'll just leave it right here for the week on US 30. So only 2 pairs that I really look at is the Dow Jones and gold. So these are the 2 pairs that are going to make the big moves. That's where the bag going to be made. So that's the play we're looking for right here. So I like what I see on the Dow, especially this daily. So when the Dow make gaps like this, the Dow typically fill them when it's on the side of the trend. So for instance, how I identify my trend is right here. Once I get this cross right here, there's yellow over the blue. It tells me look for buys and buys only. And then if I go back, if it crosses to the downside like this here, I look for sales and sales only. So only when this cross, I look for certain trades. So cross to the downside, I look for sales. Cross to the buy side, I look for buys. And you can see the moves, right? So this right here was a nasty trend right there. So that's what I look for. I look for that cross on my daily and my 4-hour to tell me which way my trend is. And then whenever I see gaps to the opposite side of my trend on the Dow, yeah, this is an easy play. It's going to definitely cover that and push back up to the upside. So definitely going to be buying the Dow. I actually just got in this area because it's sitting in a support block. And that's typically what I'm looking for when I'm trading. I'm looking for a price to be inside of support with the trend, right? So, or if it's in a sell trend, I'm looking for it to be inside of resistance, and then I'll take that sell there. But right now, I go ahead and just hop into that buy. It's sitting inside a support block. I got to stop down here below this low and looking to, like I said, take it all the way back up here. Now, it could come back here and do this retest of this little minor order block here, but in order to do that, it must break the support zone, which I don't see happening. Like I said, we got a strong uptrend. We got a gap to the opposite side. We're sitting inside of the support block. Easy play for me. Get in right there. Stop below this low. Not my arrow, but below this low right here. Even though it could swipe this, but I got it like a 5-point stop below there. So it's like right here, 47 and 54. I think that's what I got. Nope, I got 47.50. All right. I'm at 48,750. 48,750 is where my actual stop is at. So it's right below, right here, almost close to the exit of the box. So that's where my stop is at. And we're gonna take this buy. Like I said, we're gonna target back up here in these highs, because uptrend, gap to the upside, just no way. All right, what we got? We got 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes into the open. 2 minutes to the open. We're gonna see what's going on. Ain't too much we can do now but wait. So just gonna go ahead and just keep waiting. Oh yeah, there we go. That look way better. All right. We got about 30 seconds into the open now. Let's go over here and see what the bot looking like. How the bot feeling on US 30. Told y'all to sell this open. I told y'all to sell last night. That was a good sell last night. 300. 400 points. Yeah, 400 point sell. That was a good move right there. The bot be sniper, boy. But like I said, I can tell it's just a retest of this area. We already retested it once, twice. That's the third. The Dow could close down here, like I said, under this little base area here. But then from there, it's up. And that's what I want to see. So it's looking good right now. All right, so we got buys on the Dow and we got buys on gold, which is crazy because a few years ago I would have never bought those two pairs at the same time. That was like a correlation that I would just never take. But then like they stopped all of that. That used to be an easy setup. If one was buying, the other one was selling. But now, shit, they both be buying. But yeah. So right now on gold, it's still sitting inside of this. Let me hide these draws, because it ain't gonna get up there today. All right, so right now gold is still sitting inside this order block that it created last night. All it's more than likely going to do is just push right back up here, fill in the top of the order block, close right back above here for the day. Like I said, it's a short day because it's a holiday, so it'll more than likely just close right back above here in this area, and then more than likely just push back down and then hit my second entry down here. So that's cool. So that's what we're looking for. We're just looking for a continuation. It's a slow open. We'll probably stay on until 10 o'clock today, just to see what happens. If nothing happens, and then I just continue holding my trades, and then I come back with the results on my Instagram. But like I said, just remember, if you trade gold, we're still targeting 47.30 is the target. So look to continue buying at least until Wednesday, and then on a Dow, it's just going to consolidate down here. More likely to consolidate in this area. Like I said, sitting inside of this order block down here. It'll just consolidate right here and then eventually push back up, targeting the high. Let me turn, there we go, turn that back on. Yeah, it's sitting at the low right now. So consolidate down here, push back up. As soon as we close back above 49,227, it'll start actually approaching these highs, but it'll stay bearish until we get back into the buyer zone. Let me go check on Oscar. So if y'all don't know nothing about anything, this is a good play that y'all can get in. Oscar is in my, I think it's in this one. There we go. I don't know where it's at. Let me just type it in. Because for some reason it ain't popping up. All right, there we go. Oscar Health. Consolidating a little bit. Been holding this little sideways trend for a little bit, so definitely looking for a breakout. Coming all the way back up here to $22. I got long call options on this. It's in an uptrend. It's kind of been going back and forth. We got in way down here at $13. So still targeting 22. We're just waiting on a good breakout. We'll get a news event sooner or later right here on Oscar. And then once this push out and we break above this area here, that's all she wrote. She come up here to $22. So definitely looking for that play right there. Sitting in a couple order blocks, but that's fine. We just need to break out of this one. What's this? 1788. Man, 1788. There we go. Come back over here to go real fast. Alright, trading be tweaking. Come back over here to go. Yeah, due to the holiday, I feel like nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, it's gonna be a dry Monday. Like I said, they made too big of a move last night at the open, and for them to keep continuing pushing higher. So we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna say gold just gonna just dwindle out the rest of the day, and then like I said, what they're gonna end up doing is swiping this low tomorrow. So Tuesday swipe the low and then just press higher. You're gonna keep going higher, targeting 730. So just remember, I told y'all 730 is the play. So we're gonna just let that be known. And then the Dow Jones, like I said, the Dow Jones will be a good buy from the area that it's in. So look for the Dow to make a move from there. But other than that, I think that's all she wrote today. So we're gonna go back to doing the other business. I'm gonna see y'all on the next live. I'll be right back later this week. Actually tomorrow. So I'll be right back on here tomorrow. I might come on at night at London because I feel like they're gonna start to move in London again. So I mean, not London, but Asia session. So we just go from there.